Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Last week was my birthday and this is the look I wore. I used the new Morphe 35O2 Second Nature palette, which is a beautiful sequel to the 35O palette, which is one of my favorite budget palettes. So I have a link below in the description box for this, and be sure to use my coupon code Irene for a discount. And let's jump right in. This is my get ready with me from my birthday. So my skin was pretty dry, so I first went in with like a hydrating mask. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Hyaluronic Marine Molding Mask. I love this stuff. It smells so good. It feels so nice and cooling, and it just leaves my skin really plump and hydrated after. And each pack comes with 4 applications, so it's really not as expensive as it seems. I really love this product.
I'm calling sick, breakfast in bed, babe. That's what I said. I'm gonna rock your body so right. I'm addicted to you.
So I'm just gonna leave the mask on while I work on eyes. So I just got my brows microbladed. It's a 2-step process, so they're not finished yet, so they are still a bit light. So I'm going in with my Anastasia brow definer, and yeah, let's just move on to eyes. So I am priming my lids with my Pure Cosmetics Hydrogel Lift Eye Primer, and now for the palette. So I'm first gonna take this like light brown, warm brown kind of color and just work it into my crease with a fluffy eyeshadow brush. And then I'm gonna go in a bit tighter and wing it out with this burnt brick kind of color. I just love this palette. It's like everything that I love. It has browns, it has reds, it has that pop of fuchsia, which makes it really, really unique. It has oranges. I think it's just stunning. And I love that there's a black in here also, because a lot of these neutral palettes won't come with a black. So now I'm just going in even tighter with a dark brown. And now I'm going to take this like medium gold coppery kind of color and pat it on my lid. With shimmers, I always like to use my fingertips. I just feel like the oils in the skin really give them a beautiful payoff. So now I'm going in with like a stiffer kind of eyeshadow brush and the black, and I'm just kind of stippling that into my outer V, and then I'm just going to blend that out really nice, and it's just going to deepen everything up.
I'm addicted to you, and I'm feeling, I'm daydreaming at night about you.
And now for like the star standout color of this palette, I'm grabbing that fuchsia and I'm using that first fluffy brush that I used, and I'm just really lightly going over my crease. I'm just kind of bleeding all the colors together with that, just to give it a nice fuchsia kind of feel without going overboard with that color. We're gonna really pack it on our lower lash line later, but I just kind of wanted to tie it in now, if that makes sense. So I'm going in with a lighter gold. I patted it just right on the center of my eyelids, and for the most part my eyeshadow is done, like my top lids are done, I guess. So now we're gonna work on skin. I just took my mask off, and if you can tell from before and after, my forehead especially is a lot more like smooth and hydrated looking. But to take it even a step further, I went in with my Farsali Rose Gold Elixir, and now I'm going in with my Farsali Unicorn Essence. And now I'm going in with my current favorite foundation. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation, and I'm just applying that with a damp beauty blender. I use 2 different shades, so first I go in with something a little lighter, and then I'm going to go in with something a little darker and just deepen out the perimeter of my face, and it just gives me a really beautiful glow.
The sun shining on your face. You tell me close the curtains, but you look so damn beautiful. I gotta have you here. Just one more time, baby. Your body's on mine.
So my only gripe with that Morphe palette is there's no brow bone highlight color. I got my black but not my highlight. So I am taking this light champagne kind of color from one of the new NARS holiday eyeshadow duos, and I'm just working that into my brow bone and making sure my transition color is nice and blended. So for some reason I must have not been recording when I applied my concealer. It's my KEVYN Sensual Skin Enhancer, but I blended it out with a damp beauty blender, as well as my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist. and I'm just going to shape it around my nose to do like a reverse contour, but we will go in with a darker bronzer later to actually contour. So now I'm going to set my under eyes to bake. I'm first going in with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and then I like to add a pink powder. You guys know this. So this is the BECCA Soft Light Blurring Powder in the color Pink Haze, and this I work down right into like the apples of my cheeks and just creates a nice flushed gradient kind of look. My skin was already dry to begin with, so I did not let that set too long, just a couple minutes, and I'm just brushing it away. And the mirror that I'm using is from the new Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 3 palette, which is beautiful. It's also a holiday palette. So first I'm going in with this finishing powder and I'm dusting that over my under eyes. Totally optional. I'm just obsessed with sculpting the cheeks. So now I'm going in with the strobe lighting powder, which is that center powder, and I'm working that kind of on my cheekbones and the apples of my cheeks. It's kind of like a highlighter, but not too intense, so it gives me a nice radiant kind of glow. And then I'm using that blush and just adding that right behind the apples of my cheeks, and just I'm obsessed. And now the bronzer, like literally this palette has everything that you need. It's gorgeous. So I'm taking that bronzer and just sculpting my cheekbones with it.
Easy like Sunday. I know that you know. It's so hard, so hard. I'll make it easy like Sunday. Easy like Sunday.
So after I lightly highlighted my nose, I'm going to carve it out as well, and I'm using the Morphe 360 Nose Contour Kit. I really love these brushes. These are like the only paddle brushes I really used, so they had a little bit of a learning curve to them, just how to hold them and handle them, but once I got comfortable with them, I really love them for sculpting the nose. Check out my nose contour. It's pretty smooth and natural looking, not too crazy. And now going in with the new BECCA face palette. It's the Après Ski Glow face palette. I'm just gonna start highlighting my cheekbones, and I'm using my Anastasia number 23 brush. I can't talk. This palette is stunning. I was just in Canada with BECCA 2 weeks ago for the launch of this, as well as their new eyeshadow palette, their holiday collection, and they are stunning, and even the packaging is so stunning. So I love like this pink highlight, and then there's like an icy white blue kind of highlight. So I'm just dipping the tip of my brush in that, and I highlighted my brows, my brow bones, sorry, and now I'm going in with a lip brush from Morphe, and I'm highlighting the corners of my eyelids with that white blue, really cool toned kind of highlighter, and it's just stunning. I love mixing cool tones and warm tones, and it's just, I'm obsessed. Definitely not ashy. I know a lot of people are worried about that blue coming off ashy, and it just does not. So I'm lining my lips with my MAC lip pencil in the color Whirl. And then for lipstick, this is also by MAC. It's a MAC lipstick, and the color is Baby's All Right. I haven't worn a pale pink in a really long time, so that was fun to bring back. And I'm just gonna kind of contour my lips and just really define them again with that Whirl pencil. So I went ahead and did my eyeliner off camera just to not get redundant. I have a dedicated liner tutorial linked below in the description box, but going back in with that showstopper unique color of the Morphe palette, I'm packing that on my lower lash line with a pencil brush, and it's beautiful. Look at the way that pops. I think like the pink powder on the cheeks really makes that fuchsia come out as well. I really love it. And then I'm going to take an orange and use a fluffier brush, and I tapped it off, and I'm just gonna blend out that edge so it's not too harsh, and just that mix of orange and pink is stunning. And now for falsies, these are Iris Beauty lashes in the style Athena. So I just curled up my lashes and applied some mascara before sticking on my falsies. So I'm using the Lancôme Monsu Big mascara, which is my new fave. It's so good. I also use that mascara on my lower lashes. You'll see the before and after in a sec when I apply it. But yeah, this is the last step of the makeup process, so let's just finish that up and we will wrap up.
Easy like Sunday, easy like Sunday. I know
Alrighty guys, this is the completed look. I hope you guys really loved it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And those of you that wished me a happy birthday over on Instagram, thank you guys so much again. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys so much. Talk soon. Bye.